everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle. My channel name is Farm Girl, and today is going to be a little bit different video. And it's kind of weird because I'm filming this all out of order, and I'm doing the intro. I filmed less. I filmed everything else. So if you follow me on Instagram, you knew that earlier this week my craft room was a big hot mess, and I did a major reorganization, a big IKEA trip, and I just thought I would show you what my craft room looked like, what it looks like now, because I'm pretty proud of it. I did do a before, so I'll post that first. And here comes the puppy parade. The before picture is, it doesn't normally look quite that bad, but it looked pretty bad just because it was, you know, I just cleaning up for the holidays, and you tell the kids, run this upstairs in my craft room, and they literally just dump it anywhere. And that just, every once in a while, it gets way out of hand, and I'd just been hanging on to a lot of stuff that I needed to get rid of. And I finally did, and that was really hard, but it feels really good now that it's gone. And they were things that, like, baskets from my kids' room. You know those wicker baskets that they have at Pottery Barn, those square ones? I had a ton of those. I had a bunch in navy for Joshua's room and a bunch in white for Madeline's room, and I had all sorts of different basket liners, and they had a lot of sentimental value to me, and then they had a lot of monetary value just because I spent so much on them. But, you know, they're 15 and 16 years old now, and obviously they don't want baskets in their room, and I didn't have anywhere to put them, so I let them go, and it was fine, because when I looked at them from a true life perspective, I mean, there was some not damage, but they were getting worn, and I don't have any use for them, so they just needed to go, and that felt really good. We took 2 huge truckloads, filled the back of my pickup truck with stuff to Goodwill. So it's all orderly, and actually my husband, it's actually really dark out, which that is a new luxury for me. I've never been able to film when it's dark because the lighting is so bad, and my husband got me a couple lights, which I'll show you. I'm going to turn them on for the video just to brighten up the room, because it does make a huge difference. So here's the light. I'm just gonna, so that's with just one light off, and you can see the lighting is pretty terrible. That's one light, and I'll just flip on the other one real quick. So yeah, isn't that cool? I get to make videos anytime I want now, where before it was really restricting. So that's that. I am going to flip the camera around, and we'll get started on the tour. Okay, so here's my dirty little secret. My craft room is completely out of control. So I'm going to give you a quick tour. I went to IKEA today, found some solutions, and hopefully I'll have a better video to show you. So this is where I use this desk, because it's the only place. This used to be my son's room. My craft room used to be downstairs, and I used to have a lot more space. But my daughter wanted to move downstairs into the basement, and so I told her she could, and I took her room. And actually, this was my son's room, so he's now across the hall. So these are what's left over of my son's shelving. So those are just IKEA. I love IKEA. And we just painted those. They were white, I believe, and I just painted them red. That's an old desk. I got that actually at an auction for $5. That's my husband destroying my new furniture in the other room. Some old totes from, you know, 1992. That was the stool there, the bench, as a 4-H project of Madeline's. You can see I have underneath the desk, I keep it there because it's really sharp and pointy. That is a rug hooking stand that Kathleen sent me, and I need to find a better home for it. My sewing box on the floor, not good. Craft paper, it's not really a good way to use the space, but this was the furniture that I had. Then on this wall, this was part of my desk. So I actually have 2 of these kitchen countertops, and these are IKEA kitchen cabinets. You can see it's a mess. I've started unpacking a bit, but so these are IKEA kitchen cabinets and just an IKEA kitchen countertop, and I use that as a cutting table. And then this, I had another countertop and another cabinet and the drawer unit that I used as a desk. It doesn't fit in this space. You can see it butts up really close to the door, and but I need that space, so I put, it's actually one of the shelves on the top because I don't have a counter for it. It's just not really working. These are the upper kitchen cabinets. So these used to hang on the wall over my cutting table, which was really nice. And this is just a nightmare. Just an absolute nightmare. And of course those cupboards are stuffed full with stuff and it's just not working. And here, let me show you the closet. This has, like, over Christmas and it's just become kind of a dumping ground where nothing else fits. It goes in here. Some of my grandkids' toys are in here, and just more cabinets. It's just, this is a nightmare. And actually, my last video, I shoved everything in here so that you wouldn't see it on the video. So I'm hoping that this is going to be under control this week. Yeah, and there are shelves here, and yeah, horrid, horrid, horrid. So this is the condition of my craft room. Sophie! I got, these are new lights that I got to hopefully improve the lighting during my video too, so we'll see how it all goes. Check back with me later. Okay, so I'm going to start just by showing you my lighting setup. So these were really inexpensive. They're available at Amazon. They're about $35 for the pair. They have a carry bag with them, but it comes with the umbrellas, the stands. I mean, they're nothing fancy, but they're super inexpensive, and they make a world of difference. And those are just daylight bulbs, nylon umbrellas, and tripods. So let's start here. Okay, and I'm sorry about the presentation of my last video. It was, I kind of thought about that halfway through. But so this was where the red shelves were. They have gone back to my son's room, and you can see I got the exact way. I just made a trip back to IKEA. These are available. These brackets here are like $6. I don't know. These are the large ones. They come in 2 sizes. And then these shelves are $10 at IKEA, so really inexpensive. So $40. These boxes I got on clearance. The small ones were 99 cents, and the big ones I think were like $1.49. So that was a pretty good deal. These also, I love IKEA. These came from IKEA a few years ago. I'm not sure if they're still available or not. The little basket here I got at Goodwill, and that's my, yeah, the shadows are a little, those are, this is a handle for my quilting rulers, which I have all in this basket, and then behind it I just have a portable little ironing board that I use for quilting. My iron is up there. I still have some patching of holes here to do, which I haven't gotten done yet, but... And then this just has little rotary blades and things like that that I need. And my rotary cutter is in here with a tape measure. This is metal, and this happens to be magnetic, also from IKEA, which holds pins. Like I said, I have the basket. I have some old cutting mats. These are really worn, so I just use this for my cutting table. This counter is new. The cabinets are not. These were repurposed. Not really repurposed. I mean, I bought them and I've owned them. But my craft room was a little different setup before, and the countertop that I have didn't fit. And it was a butcher block. Actually, it was the same as that one. I've been watching Nicole. It's a good thing about a storm down south is that Nicole does a bonus video. So, so these are just repurposed. I didn't want to buy new ones, but I didn't like the kind of wood color. I wanted everything really light and bright. So I just went with kind of a combination. So everything new that I bought was kind of more white, and then I was able to just kind of mix and match. So you could paint things too. That's easy enough to do. Then, so this was this chair here, and this is stuff getting ready for my regular video. This was a 4-H project, a balance this chair. But so this was an existing drawer, and so I've just removed everything and kind of reorganized. So this has all my sewing stuff in it, which is really nice. And this one has elastic and hardware for purses and rickrack and bias tape and all sorts of jazzy stuff. Let me get these guys out of here. Okay, oh, the clickety click drives me crazy. So the boxes up here, actually these 4 here are empty, and so I still have lots of extra storage if I need it. And these actually contain, those are scraps, previous scraps, just like wool scraps. And then this is a wool yarn for rug hooking, because I found a ton of it when I cleaned out my space. In this basket, my monchichi that my Oma and Opa got me when I was younger. Got bit by a dog. The Machichi, not me. So this is just little projects that I have in the works. Little wool projects and things. This one has things that are ready to go, so I can just grab this. Not these two. These I obviously just threw in here. Like my kits here, I did cut them all out. This one, I've got it started, so just need to finish that up. But I have them all cut out, so all I have to do is grab them and stitch them. And these 2 boxes are quilts that I have all the pieces cut for, and for the most part the blocks are done, and I just need to, this is kind of a summer quilt, and this is a Halloween quilt, and I just need to piece them together. And in this box I have, this was a frame that Kathleen had sent me. This is for rug hooking and needle punch. And then below it, I keep all of my rolls of like heat and bond for applique and freezer paper. And then this has all of my interfacing, different sizes. This has a bunch of wool strips that Kathleen sent me, so I can pull that out at any time. And then this one has fiber fill and different kinds of fill in there. Extra cutting mat back there. And then on this wall, these are, this is a whip basket here, down here, and I'm still working on cleaning that out. These are photo storage. I took out my favorite yarns so that I see them all the time and they inspire me and I want to pick them up and start them. And this basket has also rug hooking kits that I need to start, and some more quilt pieces and things that I've got cut. This is lots of people, when I did the quilting video, people asked me that told me I should get this book, Farm Girl Vintage, and I've had that, and I have, what's her name? Another one anyways, that a lot of people had suggested. Then I have, I used to scrapbook a lot and make cards, so I have, these bins are filled with paper, stickers, and things like that. These are all decorative papers. Okay, and papers, that's that. These are all filled with magazines, old magazines, and my stash for cross stitch. It even has like country living magazines, Better Homes and Gardens, and I think that these, it looks like a lot, it's not really a lot. These are kits. These are charts, and more charts, and a lot of freebies in here. These are from magazines that I can see I've got paper clipped. More charts. This is quilting in quilting magazines, and this is also these are my punch needle and primitive stitcher magazines. This box has fabric and things in it. And here is my desk. Let's see if I can get a better shot of that. So this also, and these cabinets here, these are not new. These are actually upper kitchen cabinets from IKEA. You can get them for really inexpensive. These are a little worse for wear, and they probably do need to be replaced. And if I were to replace them, I mean, these are great because I like the depth. I'd probably do like a Billy bookcase. The Billy bookcases, I think, are $59 for the large ones. But these are 3 cabinets. It's a double, like a 36-inch and then 2 18-inch width cabinets. And these are great for open storage. Plus, you can buy doors, and they actually have a set of doors, which I think are like $6 for this size, if you want them. So you can always get the base cap. The bases never change, so you can always get the bases and then add doors later, and you can get inexpensive doors. So just a thought for really easy storage. And I've had those for years. They have been moved. So all of this kind of birch toned, those I've had for probably 15 years, and they've been moved. I mean, we had them in Shakopee. We've had them when we spent a year in a rental after we sold that house. And then they've moved here, and here they've been down in the basement. They've been in my office. They've been up here. And they were up here and moved back downstairs and then came back up. It's crazy. So then I did get, another set of shelving here. You can see that. So it matches. It's the same that's on this back wall and the same that that were previously in here. And, again, really inexpensive. So the countertop I already had, and then these are the new, well, they're relatively new. I don't know how long they've had them, probably a year or two. These are the Alex collection, and they're super great for crafting. That's an Ethan Allen chair I got at Goodwill for probably $4 or $5 and spray painted black. And also a lamp that I got the shades on clearance, and I think I paid like $4 or $5 for the lamp. And it's a set of 2, and I've had them for years and years and years, and I painted them. And so I had this, and I just thought it would be kind of a fun place to set things. Just some of my few favorite things. So I've got all my little farm animals. I had a lot of coworkers that bought me all the little goats for my desk when I worked at the hospital. And this is just a little chick that I knitted for one of my kids. And the Ort container that Penny made. And then on the top shelf, of course, I have a picture of my Oma, and I have some vintage ball jars, and they have just like little vintage spools in them and buttons. And the baskets have notebooks that I use for making journals. So I've made a lot of these. I do a lot of bookbinding, or I used to. And then all of my adhesives on the top shelf, and I have this another vintage enamel with stamps in my Xyron. I have really been contemplating getting the new Cricut when it's in my budget. It's not right now. But this has like, I love little cubbies. And that was, I threw so much of them out. Oh, here's another glue gun. It's a shame because I had, I found a couple other glue guns too when I was cleaning, just because all this stuff is so unorganized. Cross-stitching kind of stuff, embellishing stuff. This is my bookbinding cabinet. So it really holds a lot. These are also available at IKEA. I love these for painting. It's just a plastic mat. It's flexible. It feels like silicone. And it's got kind of this grippy side, so it doesn't really move. It kind of tacks to the countertop, but I use it for painting a lot. And when you use this, the other side is very smooth. So when you use it for painting, all you have to do is wipe it off, and paint comes off of there really easily. I also got this little cart, and here's my paper cutter that I've had for 20 years. And then in these drawers, I just kind of a catch-all. Paint brushes. And then down here, I keep all my acrylic paints. And this is really inexpensive. That's like $14.99 at IKEA. And then here I just have regular desk stuff and punches that I have collected over the years. And glitter and paper embellishments. These are all IKEA containers. Scissors. And this is the table to my sewing machine, ribbons. And stickers and different embellishments. And then on this side, washi tape, which I would have told you I had none, and I found all of this just because it was so unorganized. And just kind of general crafty crap. And all my stamps are finally in their own home. I've had this stamp pad from Stamp. I don't even know if Stamping Up's still around. But this is awesome for cleaning and just little ribbons and stuff for embellishing things, and more ribbons and these. So yeah, I have 3 glue guns, which I didn't realize I had, and just hole punching things. I don't think there's anything too exciting in here, but at least it's organized. Okay, and then my closet is still, there's still a lot in here, but it looks pretty good. A lot better than it was. So I have managed to get, so this all has like wood things and paper mache to finish. So does this sliding drawer here. This is all my Halloween stitchy stuff. Just a basket of embellishing things that I got. And this is filled with all my yarns. I got it all in there for the most part. This has all finished, except for what's on top here, but this has all finished quilts, little wall hangings and things that I've done. This is the extra sewing machine that I have. These are all frames. And you'll see Priscilla's influence here with these. I picked up at Walmart. Fabric. I got rid of a lot of fabric and managed to get everything down to these 2 tubs. I still have these extra baskets here. You'll see some more Priscilla influence here. And I buy quilt batting by the bolt because I'm a quilter. And then here, this is kind of catch-all. This was also part of my, it was on this wall here instead of those drawers. So this holds a lot of Angora fiber, and I've got a merino fleece in here in the bag that needs to be washed, and it's kind of a mess. So obviously this still needs a little cleaning up, but I have, this is all my yardage fabric, and this is, for the most part, it's all flannel because I like to back winter quilts with flannel. So yep, that's that, and just this one little light in here, so it's a little dim. But oh, I've had some people ask me about this. This was, we call this Maddiekin. This was my daughter, I think she was 9 when we did this. We put a plastic garbage bag over her and then masking tape to make a form, and then lots and lots and lots of, or actually it was duct tape first, and then masking tape over that, and then then I cut it off of her, and we stuffed it, and then Mod Podged it with, this is wrapping paper, and then made a post, you know, just made a stand for it, and it's from the hardware store. It's a little rough, but she loved it when she was younger because she used to put her clothes on it for the next morning for getting ready for school, and she loved it. I'm gonna turn off the light here. So that's it. I'm really happy with it. I feel like I can really function in this room where I couldn't before. It was kind of stifling. Like you'd come in here and it was just stressful. And now it's just a pretty place to be. And I feel like I know where everything is. And there's going to be some project bags in the works. Here's one I've got started here, and I've made a few others, and in my next video I'll show you. So I hope you enjoyed my craft room tour. Thanks for joining me.